to make some more money, so
it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Serious money.
No, I guess we just felt like the first one wasn't done yet, and because obviously the pandemic, we had so much time to write new music that what else were we going to do? We couldn't tour. What else can we do? Yeah. So I guess it felt right making it into one because they should be enjoyed together. It felt like the same project. So.
Yeah, that's basically it. And I think for us it's nice as well, we get to repackage it, we get to redo the track listing, we get to do like new artwork, and you know, like Joe said, it actually kind of kept us a bit occupied over the pandemic and create this whole body of work, and it felt harmonious, both parts would make sense without each other, so I think they needed to be put together for sure.
Yeah, I think it was a rare opportunity to look at your album, the first one, Moral Panic 1, and go, if we were to change things, if we were to sort of manipulate it a little bit, how would we, what do we think may be missing, or what would we want to add next time? And like, you never get an opportunity to do that. Once the album's out, it's done. So it was really interesting where being like, okay, we can write some new songs, maybe the heavier songs that we felt maybe missing from the first part, and then we can refigure the whole track listing together, which was really fun.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, and it gave us way more freedom to make a record that for us felt like complete, hence the name. Yeah, I mean, Future Proof was quite a challenging song to record. We did multiple versions of it in different studios, and you know, we went back and forth, and I think it was because we had a vision and there was something to unlock there, and you don't always get it right first time. But we were persistent with it. We were trying to really fuse hip-hop elements with rock in a way that doesn't sound bad, because you can do it badly. I mean, we may have done it badly before, but we're really trying to strike that balance. So, you know, for us, that's what keeps the music fresh, and what is a new take on rock for us. So, yeah, that song in particular was definitely like a new way of doing rock for our band, and we may explore that even further in the future.
I think there's something about Impossible that lends itself to the string section. There's a few strings in the original track, so it's nice to embellish those and make it bigger. I don't know, I think it just seems to lend itself to our sound, the band. I think maybe it worked with Connor's voice as well.
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, I think there was a lot of magic being captured because we were in Abbey Road. We had a string and a brass section with us. We had an amazing string composer who did the coolest arrangement of it. And yeah, obviously when you've got Connor leading the band, you know you're in safe hands there. So
we'd have to have been really rubbish to mess that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Abbey Road, a really good orchestra, and Connor.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
We've needed it. We've needed to come back. You know, for us, it's what we've been doing for years. And putting an album out and not being able to tour it is kind of like a weird torture. You know, you want to be able to get to those venues, play it to the fans, hear people singing along, seeing those reactions, and that's obviously taken from you. So even though it's been postponed for maybe like nearly 2 years or something, it feels like, you know, it feels just as good as it would have done had it been the week of release. So yeah, I mean, Milan tonight as well is going to be really special.
Yeah, it feels like we've grown sort of slowly over the years, and like we played this venue before and we didn't set it out. It looked good, and it was a great gig, but it kind of felt like, okay, the next time we come back, we know we will do better. We had like unfinished business, so it's going to be really good tonight. We've been looking forward to this one a long time. Yeah.
Do you know what? It was nice to play the new songs, and I guess for us, we wanted to kind of play the album in a way, the only way that we could do at that point, and we got to experiment with how we're going to play them and arrange them. It was strange to not feed of an audience. We get our energy from seeing the crowd reaction, like I say, like the mosh pits, the crowd surfers, like the kids in the front row singing every lyric. So, you know, we were playing it almost like having to imagine what people are going to be doing at home, which was quite a strange experience.
It's definitely weird. I'll be honest, it was more stressful setting up the stream stuff, like the actual organisation, everything. Was awful.
It took us so long.
It took so long. Like, I hated it. Not doing that again.
Yeah.
Get someone else to do that.
Yeah.
But I say it was nice to play together. We haven't played together for so long. So it was nice for us to get into a room and do something.
And people were like getting in touch on like Twitter and Instagram and like messaging us saying like how much they loved it. And it was, you know, it was the closest thing to a live gig that we could have done at that point. And I think it meant a lot to a lot of people, including us.
Yeah, it meant that we could also do things that we wouldn't normally do. So we put in a couple of covers that we wouldn't normally be able to put in a live set. We've got 2 new songs to play.
We played in the round as well.
Playing around, that was fun, yeah. So at least we got to experiment a bit and offer something a bit new.
Yeah.
It was a little bit frustrating, but obviously your understanding of the circumstances, so you're not annoyed, you're just patient. But I think for us, it's given it a new lease of life. You know, we've been with that record longer than anyone else because we wrote it maybe like 3 years ago, maybe even longer. Some of the songs. So being able to play it now makes it all. It doesn't feel like old to us in any way. It feels exciting. So. Yeah, I don't know. I actually think in a way it's a good thing. You don't get that opportunity to draw an album out that long. You're playing it years after. So.
Yeah, and it has given us a lot of time to write other stuff. And as I say, we've been doing with this song, this Gran Turismo game and stuff, and that was great. And we've got a load of other material, so it kind of means that we can really enjoy a tour at the moment, and like we can really take it all in. Because normally we're sort of writing in the background on tour and stuff, so. Just enjoy everything, so I'm enjoying that a lot. I can't really give too much away for the next album.
Yeah, of course.
We've kind of forced ourselves out of it in a way.
Okay.
So I think we wrote 16 songs that made Moral Panic 1 and 2, plus all the other songs that didn't make it. So we wrote a lot of material for Moral Panic. I think at that point we were just a bit done with the subject matter. And, you know, we were looking for something fresh. So definitely sort of forced ourselves to do something fresh.